Tulsa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as always. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's the pressure. Crosses the 45. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. At the 35, he's open. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done.
Unleashes one deep. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Hilltoppers offense will go to work for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Henry. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Hutchinson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball was... There he goes! Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Oh, they're after him. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kick is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space. to the ground with the back. Plows through the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Here's a heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Second down coming up. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Gets the back moving. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a second down play. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. To throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, We want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flowers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lost one deep down the right side. Can't hook up on the wrong throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying to impose their will with the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback will keep it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The lone back's got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Hutchinson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Barry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Henry. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Barry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Defense not showing press coverage. The Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Mack. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue